Welcome back. I'm Ryan from Blue Gaming, and this video is not going to be for most of my viewers. This video is specifically for the subset of people that come and watch the Your Toaster Twitch channel when I'm a guest on there. And this is really explaining kind of why I started to extremely dislike PUBG and why first person mode kind of pretty much saved this game for me. So we'll start off with why I really kind of started to dislike PUBG. I put about 180 hours into it, playing it pretty much almost daily, about 5 or 6 days a week. And I was a regular guest on the Your Toaster Twitch channel. That's where I played this, and I was getting pretty decent at it. We were doing consistent top 10s. We would get first place pretty much nightly. Sometimes we would get it 2 or 3 times in a night. And these play sessions went on for about 3 to 4 hours every single night. And over time, just doing the same thing over and over and over again, it just wore on me. And for the longest time, I couldn't really put my finger on exactly why I didn't want to keep playing. But I've finally figured it out. It's essentially playing all these matches, playing for 180 hours. You don't get anything extra for that. Like, there's no, progression. It's always you start from nothing, you work your way up, you try to get as high of a placement as possible, and then you start again from the beginning. Out of 180 hours, where am I from where I start off? I'm marginally better at the game. When I first started playing, the worst that I've ever been was about top 20. I would consistently get about top 20 when I first started playing. Now, I consistently get about top 10, but that's only marginally better, and that's pretty much all that I've gotten for playing 180 hours, and that doesn't help with anything. There's no real progression like in games that I normally play. I normally play RPGs and even in other shooters that I play. Hell, look at pretty much Call of Duty and all the different copies of Call of Duty, or the competitive shooter that I play the most, Titanfall. In those games, there's progression. Putting hours into those games, you get something in-game out of that. Now, you could argue that, hey, the costumes that you get in PUBG, that's the progression. But costumes don't mean much in this. Very few of the outfitting options mean anything. It's either going to be, do you blend in more or you blend in less? Are you wearing bright colors or dark colors? And there is more dark color outfits than there is light color, and so almost with the starting gear that you have, it doesn't matter what you get after that because everything else is not going to affect gameplay that much. And you might be asking, what would I do to remedy this situation? And quite honestly, there's not really much that I could think that you could do while keeping the game the way that it is, or not the way that it is, but keeping the fairness aspect of it, because adding progression in a game like this would give an unfair advantage to certain people, and that would also be that would probably even be worse for the game than how it is right now. And there's really not much that's going to ever be fixed like that. That's just a fundamental problem that I have with the game. And now on to why the first-person mode kind of revitalized this game for me. Like I said before, out of that 180 hours that I played of this game, it did make me a better PUBG player. And because of that, when first-person mode came along, it changed up the game enough that it kind of put me into that new... I don't really know what to call it. It's almost like a wonder stage, like I'm still figuring out new things. This is like a new coat of paint on the game almost for me, but I get to transfer over my skill from the rest of the game. So sadly, thinking about it, I know that once this kind of new game kind of polish, not really polish, but this new game kind of scent or whatever you really want to call it wears off of this mode as well, then I will go back to probably disliking the game as a whole. And I know that they're coming out with new maps, which will add a bit more of that, a bit more of wanting to play it to learn the new stuff again. And then they have other modes that they might want to add. Zombies might add something to it, but overall, that fundamental problem that I have with the no progression is really going to come back to bite this. And once the game enters full release, and all the crates in it will require keys to open, then that's pretty much going to be the end of this game for me. I don't see myself playing this game 6 months after its release. I don't see myself playing this game 3 months after its release. Heck, I don't see myself playing this in between updates really that much. And I'm talking about large updates, not just minor changes for animations and such like they've done already. I'm talking after this shine wears off with first-person mode, I don't really see myself playing this again until they add in either another game mode or a new map, and then the shine will wear off of that and I'll stop playing it, and then it'll just keep going like that. And they're eventually going to stop making content for this. The developer of this game, well, not the developer, but PlayerUnknown himself, has stated that he's already eyeing making a new game, a survival game. And really, I hope that that goes well for him. But I see this group, or the developer of this game, the whole studio, kind of moving on from this game sooner than later. Now, the PlayerUnknown has stated that they plan on sticking with this game for 5 to 10 years, but really, I don't see that. And I think that this game is going to go downhill sooner than what people think it will be. And from the rate that I've been playing, I can already almost guarantee people that the final verdict for when the game finally comes out will probably be quite a bit lower than the praise that I gave it in the early access review. So yeah, that's going to turn some heads for the people that normally watch my stuff and me being a guest on the Twitch channel. So that is going to be it for this. I don't really plan on making another PUBG video until another main update, like a new map release or a new game mode, comes out. If you do not watch the Twitch channel where I am a co-host and the main guest, then I will have the link to that in the description. If you already do, then I will see you on the next stream. Toaster streams pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, from about 10 to midnight or 10 to 1 o'clock Eastern time. So that is going to be it for this. I'll see you guys in the next one.